Hello, I'm Joel Weaner with the Florida Aviation Network, reporting in the field at the 55th Reno Air Races here in Reno, Nevada. We're here with the Sea Breacher booth. That is a boat that is in the middle of the airplane. And Rob, describe this boat for us.
Well, we decided to crash the Reno Air Races because boat guys don't really like us, and plane guys, I think, actually are a better fit for us because unlike a regular boat, which just turns left and right and skims along the surface, which is pretty boring, we actually fly like an airplane. So we'll fly this thing underwater using forward propulsion and dive planes, just like an airplane. And basically, you force the thing underwater using the horsepower and the downwards wings, and then it comes shooting out of the water like a dolphin or a shark.
So this is a jet ski that is actually almost a submarine.
No, jet skis are for idiots. This is a high-performance piece of equipment designed to fly underwater. Yes, we use a jet ski engine because they're readily available and good, reliable power plants. But no, it's custom built. We've built about 170 of them so far, all built to order. We do them like dolphins, sharks, killer whales. This particular one is a P-51 tribute vessel. It was designed to look like the Blue Bastard, which was a World War II fighter plane. So yeah, we'll build anything you want. What are you in the market for?
Oh, that's awesome. So how deep will it go down underwater?
Well, this particular model will only go about 4 feet underwater. It's got a retractable snorkel, and the reason the snorkel, which is what feeds the engine and cockpit, retracts is this one can also do 360-degree barrel rolls. So you can basically tear along the surface about 30 miles an hour and just spin that thing. It's the only boat in the world that can do that. When the snorkel's up, you can dive and cruise underwater for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then we have other models with longer snorkels that can go about 6 to 8 feet deep.
That sounds like a real ride. So Kim, she's inside checking it out.
I know, she's playing pilot.
Yeah, she's a pilot.
I'm playing pilot.
Yeah.
Are you playing the pilot?
I'm not playing the pilot. It's
Oh, yeah?
very serious.
Is this the pilot's name here? Blue Bastard?
No, that's actually from World.
That's a misprint.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, close.
You're doing
So,
a great job.
so Kim, what is your goal? What do you do here with the Sea machine?
I handle marketing and operations, so I will handle media events, I do shows, and I will put any sponsor's name on a boat and tow it around the country.
That's great.
That sounds like she prepared that answer.
Yeah, she's working on it good.
Same question. What do you do here? Yeah.
Well, the Sea Breacher is a cool machine, and I see you have a 2-seat version and a 4-seat version here.
If you says that's my new company, that's called the Jet Shark, and we'll have to go have a look at that. You want to go check that out?
Yeah, we'll go check out
So
the 4-seat.
the analogy is this one's like a little race car, and that's like the luxury GT cruiser. So that's fun for the whole family.
We'll go get some video of that.
Let's go do it.
You got it.
Hello everyone, Ben Coleman, your anchor host for Florida Aviation Network, back to you live and in the clear from Reno 55. This is 55th Annual 2022. I'm here with Rob Ennis.
I'll answer to anything. No problem at all. Yep, Rob.
Let me touch you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thanks again.
And we're here with Kim Barber.
Hi,
And let me touch you.
for sure.
Okay. Okay, now we got Rob and Kim. Rob, we just talked a little bit about with Joel on the Sea Breacher.
Yep.
And this is a creature that I have never seen before, but I'm totally impressed. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, actually, very few people have seen this because this is actually the first public debut for the Jet Shark, which is a completely new vehicle. This is still the prototype. We haven't put this into production yet. The Sea Breacher, we've built about 170 of those, but this is an all-new company, all-new product, not a single part in common with the smaller boat. The Sea Breacher is like a little nimble race one, and this is like a big family GT cruiser. So right now we've got a 4-seater, but it'll eventually turn into a 5-seater and a 6-seater. It's all hydraulic controls. This one's designed to be a lot more comfortable. Suspension in the seats, air conditioning. You can use it like a regular boat. So yeah, I think this one's going to be a winner.
I know it's going to be a winner. And Rob, anything that you really want to tell the audience, look at that camera.
Well, I currently need about $4 million. So if you guys could just like all chip in so that we can get this thing into production. I'm not a charity. I'm not asking for something for nothing. I mean, you will see returns in about 3 to 4 years.
All right, and Rob, this is what
Yeah.
we're actually here for safety. There's been an awful lot I see a lot of safety built into this machine. And this is what we do at Florida Aviation Network.
Well, so I have yet to kill myself, and it is not from lack of trying. I mean, we have made these things literally bulletproof. They're positively buoyant, so they can't sink, although they did say the same thing about the Titanic. They self-right. They meet all of the U.S. Coast Guard safety standards. They're CE approved. Yeah, basically, if I can't kill myself, I'm pretty confident that no one else can either.
Well, I do see a lot of quality built into this as well. It is solid. It is solid. And the propulsion. Tell us about the propulsion. Then I'm going to have a question for Kim.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where were you last week? Yeah. So the smaller boats are powered by 300 horsepower Rotax engines, supercharged. This particular one is powered by a 430 horsepower Kodiak Marine V8, which is the same LT engine as they have in the new Corvette C8s. We'll eventually have a supercharged version that puts out 600 horsepower, and the commercial version, because a lot of these are used for tourist operations, will probably have a diesel engine. So there's going to be a whole number of power plants and different options allowed for it, but right now the 430 is what's powering this thing.
For political reasons, I'm not even going to ask you about electric. I don't want to go there.
No, I can answer the electric because it's a good question. We get it quite a lot. And everyone thinks that electric is safer, which for a lot of things it can be. But what you forget about this is an air-breathing engine. So that snorkel out the top sucks air in, and basically you cannot go deeper than the snorkel, because what happens is the engine will shut down and it pops up to the surface. My concern would be if we put an electric power plant in, which would have the power, you could basically point it straight down full power and be at crush depth in about 3 seconds, and I don't think we want to do that. But I'm not saying never say never, but right now I love gas engines. I'm a big fan.
That's why we call it a development prototype.
That's
and
right.
You have a plan.
I have a plan.
And my plan is to ask Kim.
Let's ask Kim some stuff.
Kim,
Yes.
you are an operator of the Sea Breacher.
I am.
Tell us a little about your first experience being the pilot of the Sea Breacher.
Yeah, it wasn't. There were some tears shed. Just so everybody knows, they don't operate like a conventional power boat. It has hand controls, foot pedals, and so much working together to make these boats do what they do. So it's a lot more confusing than it looks like.
And how much training had you had before you piloted a Sea Breacher?
Well, none.
Yeah,
I was given an instructional video, but it's like 2 hours long.
Did you watch the instructional
I
video?
got to the seatbelts, and I know how to do the seatbelts like a pro.
Yeah, so it's more of an attention span issue,
Yeah,
but
it's
you actually pilot them very similar to an airplane. So a lot of pilots end up buying them because they're sick of all the regulations with a plane. It's a lot to manage with the planes. You can have all the fun of a plane without so much responsibility. It's just the same idea. And if Kim can almost do it, then
Yes.
anybody can.
I can do it.
You can do it.
I have pretty good jumps. I'm the #1 female driver too, in case you didn't mention
Number
that.
one.
Number one.
Yeah.
She's the only one.
There's two.
Yeah. Top two.
Yeah.
And again, you don't have to worry about regulations or control, because it's inherently safe. And this is what we want to continue and build in is the inherently safety.
Yeah, if you kill people, it doesn't tend to do well for your business. So
And it also creates regulations and rules.
Exactly. No, we've been real lucky to self-regulate as much. The Coast Guard have helped us along the way and given us some suggestions, but for the most part, we've been doing it for over 20 years, so we've learned a huge amount through the Sea Breaches, and now we're incorporating all that technology into the Jet Shark, which I think will be, a much more market accessible boat for a lot of people.
And Rob, I've noticed an accent. And are you from Arkansas or Alabama? What part?
I am from the south. You are correct. I am a little bit further south than both those places. There are like penguins and icebergs, so I'm from New Zealand.
Christchurch?
Nope, not Christchurch. Do you want to take another guess?
Auckland?
Yes, there it is. Got it in two.
Well, that's the northern island of the New Zealanders. I spent a lot of time in Christchurch.
Someone paid attention in geography class. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I'm from Auckland, New Zealand, but I've been here about 20 years. And as soon as I save up enough money to get home, I'll hopefully be able to go home.
Well, with all the plans that you have on the development, you're not going home because you're always here. That's cool.
It's great, and it's actually been a really great place to develop and build this. We've shipped them to over 40 different countries, and our most successful operation is actually in Queenstown, New Zealand. They run a operation where they take people out for rides, and so that's what this one will really be geared towards, is taking people for passenger rides. So even if you can't afford the hefty price tag, you can at least pay a little bit and go for a quick ride.
Well, I look forward to the developments, Rob, and
and you were the first. Just so you know, you have officially somehow become the first public debut of the Jet Shark. I don't know how you landed
Like
this
the
one.
spokesperson.
Yeah.
we planned it, and actually your marketing person is
Oh,
excellent.
what?
Wow! Hello.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds like bonus
My-
potential
I
there.
think it's marketing intern.
No,
She's an intern.
not
Yeah.
Just because I don't get paid doesn't mean I'm
Yeah,
an intern.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're here in Reno, and there's plenty of vodka in Reno.
Yeah.
And and we're fixing to go have one. But
I think it's time,
and the show, I think, if the visibility holds up, we may have some racing going on. And
I know. Let's go racing. Let's go. That's why I'm here. You know.
yeah, I see a whole fleet of these
I
doing
know,
races,
right?
water
Yeah.
races, water races.
Yeah, no, that will be the sport of the future right there. We actually have done a few races with the Sea Breaches. We had about 5 or 6 of them out of there, and we'll do jump competitions and jump over boats, dive under stuff, and that's been great fun. So, we'll see if we do that with the bigger class.
Obi Young is our director producer for Florida Aviation Network, and he's going to have on the lower thirds your address,
Excellent.
so information, because you notice I hadn't got into the details, the speed, the depth, the height.
Yeah. Check
So-
us out on the website. We've got seabreacher.com and thejetshark.com, and I believe someone else has a website.
TahoeSeaBreacher.com.
Exactly, representing
For all your
us in
needs, all your
Tahoe.
Sea Breacher needs, your direct connect.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Hey, it's
thank you,
great
Rob.
meeting you. Appreciate it.
And we're going to cut this one off, and because I know you got some machines to sell here.
Let's do
Do it.
Kim, thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Okay, Ben Coleman, we're off on another interview. See you.